quite astonished on whatever act that is. Once you lay eyes on that, Madeline says, I've got a bad feeling about this. We are looking for my sister, and this is the very first thing we find when we follow her trail. Someone's got to assume that these two are connected.
Definitely be.
Well, I would like to approach the guards, unless you believe there's another way. I think this should be the most straightforward to see if there is something that we can find out.
Probably the best idea we have right now.
Madeline nods to the rest of the group and starts moving forward. I assume most of you follow her up as she waves at the dwarf and captain. The dwarf and captain looks at you 2 times before he sees the eccentric group that you are, and he says, "Hey, guards, surround her at an instant. See what's going on." They say as Madeline stops, freezes in place, and raises her hands in the air, the city wood slowly gathers around you.
Nautilus would probably move in with shield up, just saying, like, this is a misunderstanding. We just came into town.
Continues on what Notola said. I assure you, this is my first time being here, but you might have me confused with my sister. All the townsfolk start looking at your group. Oh, a sea of... Is that a Triton? What is this? This man is holding fire. Surely he was the one that did all that. Enough! The captain of the guard says, everybody, move to places. He looks at all of you. If you are traveling together, it would be hard to miss shot a group of individuals that venture here. Indeed, it might be one you're connected with. As quickly, the town's guard return to their post and try to spread around the public. I'm Captain Gildrim, captain of the City Watch. Who are you, travelers? Feel free to chime in, as Madeline said. We traveled from afar looking for, indeed, my sister. Was she the one that did this? Is there a way we can help? The dwarf sighs. I hoped you would know something more than just looking for her. It literally is the second time that somebody asks me information about her during the day. Well, I'll tell you what I said to the other one. Your sister, the tiefling in question, arrived in town a couple days ago. No one has seen her since since the day before, but she didn't get along quite well with most people around her. She drew some leers and she got into a scuffle. Rest assured, she did not make a good impression on the city. Now this happens. We do not know if it is connected, but she is our main suspect. We do not know what she or whoever did that might be looking, but also our librarian, Shimon, is missing. We do not know if he was here when that incident happened. But in Ransend, there is only one other place that people go amiss, and that's the Shining Hills nearby. We do not know if Simon's disappearance is related with with this tiefling and what happened in here, but we need to be thorough on our investigation. Madeline turns towards you, turns towards the guard, says, I can help look inside the library. She's my sister, so if I can find out what's, if I look inside, I may be able to identify what she was looking for. She then turns towards the rest of you and says, I believe it is in the best of my interest to try and assist those people on the inside, try to see if I can find something in the library. If there's a note she left, if there's a book missing that I can somewhat connect with Madrigal. But this could take a while. Can you check on the other lead while I'm doing all that?
Absolutely.
We'll take care of that.
Thanks.
Do not worry, Madeline.
It is in our best interest as well to not let Hearth near that building. I'm sure the townsfolk would be terrified to see him entering the building.
Hey, Hearth, not to say anything, but do you think you could not completely get rid of your fiery hair, but could you try and see if you can maybe lessen it a little bit, just so that it's not putting anybody at
Well,
discomfort?
I don't know that that's a very good thing to ask. I mean, could you be a little bit less blue?
Depending on the sun, I suppose, but it's just I would. Sorry. I don't know how the Ganassi works, so I can't really. I don't really have experience in that regard. I just don't want you to get pointed out at every turn.
No harm in giving it a try.
It was just an idea, Hearth. It doesn't. You don't have to do it. Well, you learn something every day. Hopefully, we can learn something about Madrigal as well. Let's go.
Madeline starts going a little bit closer to the captain of the guard and explains that Sylvie will try to assist them from the inside, going inside the library. The captain of the guard of the city watch continues to assign others to the post. He's still around if you wish to ask anything.
Ask.
I think it'd just be probably good if we started searching around for any other witnesses that are around town, or see if they've been to a tavern.
We certainly should be asking around. Uh, I didn't want to tell Madeline, but I really wanted to go to the library. If I'm not going there, I've got to stay busy.
There are
Right.
probably plenty of libraries around, my friend. We'll find at least one.
Well, so do we want to try and search for leads as a group, or do we want to split off and try and cover more ground that way?
Well, we don't know if someone else in the village might decide that we're suspicious. It might be better if we stay together for the moment.
Yes, it probably would be best. At least for now. We don't want to get ourselves singled out. We are the new people in town. And we're kind of hard to miss. I mean, maybe Valen not so much, but me and Talius definitely stick out like a sore thumb along with Hearth.
Cannot be helped. I guess we go as a group.
Yeah. Sounds right to me.
Where to?
Tavern? See if we can find anyone that knows.
In general, looking for information, I assume, something like that.
Oh, well,
Except if you have a specific place in mind, then obviously that works as well.
I was more thinking like just see if we could find out where that scuffle happened. I assumed it would be a scuffle in a tavern, but people like
Okay.
to.
Okay, so going towards the nearby inn, this is a village, so you understand that there is probably not more than one inn in here. So you go forward and enter the inn of the city, of the village, which is run by a halfling. Inside right now, there are tables turned. There are not many people, not many patrons on the inside. As you see, this halfling trying to put those crates from the apothecary outside and gathering some supplies. As it spots you, oh, may I help you somehow? Who are you?
We are travelers, adventurers, I guess. We came into town looking for a friend of ours. Does anyone happen to come in here that looks just as peculiar as us?
My, well, there was one, different than you. She had horns, but that was a few nights ago. She won't be returning here, that is for sure. I assume you're travelers, adventurers.
Yeah, you could say that.
Are you well, I assume you're in here looking for that person that you're saying, either that tiefling or somebody else. You just might not do it. Would you be interested in job offering, bargain? Well, with the whole city being a bit in a chaotic state right now, a bit on the loose and running around. Rumors coming out that someone is out there to get us. I was thinking of organizing an event. I actually come from afar. I was working as a bartender back in Ironhaven for quite some time. I don't want to talk about myself much, but I am very proud of my skills to make certain special drinks around these lands. And one of my most specialized ones is a drink that I call the Sun's Glory. However, it is not an easy one to make. It needs some very rare ingredients, some rare apples that one can only found in certain places in Underearth, namely the nearby hills.
And I assume these fields belong to somebody?
Not really, but the Sunning Hills are not very welcome. There have been rumors that there are predators on the mountains, in the hills, scaring the land. People avoid them. Lone travelers get lost. It is not a safe place to be. Well, you're adventurous. I thought you.
These apples
ahead.
don't explode into noxious gas or anything like that, do they?
Oh no! What? What have you been through? No, they do not. I assure you, they're magically favored and imbued, but all they do is, you know what? If you can give them, if you can get them for me, I'll also give you a round on the house. I can assure you, they are not to harm you.
Well, doesn't sound like a bad offer. We might be in town for a while, so at least we'll have something to do while we're waiting for a lead on certain things.
Good. I will pay you obviously for that. I believe 100 gold coins should be a decent reward for something like that.
Well, as long as we get to have some of that drink you make, then I think that sounds all right.
Fantastic. I'm pretty sure the town will heavily enjoy need an encouragement as such. So, how can I help you? You said you were looking for someone.
That tiefling, the one with the horns. We were wondering if you knew where they went or who they had a scuffle with, perhaps.
I don't know where they went. I know with whom they fought. The human that runs a lab. I don't know if I've seen him around.
Yeah.
Simon is his name. He's a very, an intellectual person, a man with a lot of knowledge. I don't know why exactly they were fighting, why the scuffle was all about, but it got pretty ugly, and she didn't leave a good mark on the people here, a good impression.
Evidently. Huh. Well, thank you for the information, and we'll be sure to see if we can find some of those apples.
Thanks a lot. And the halfling continues going to supply, to tend to his supplies and whatever business he needs inside his establishment.
Well, what do you guys think? What should we go? I mean, this person that had a scuffle is the one that's missing, so that's not really any further than we were before.
I don't think we're going to find anything else just by
Hmm.
asking around at this stage.
Yeah, sounds like we might have to wait for more information to sort of reveal itself. I'm sure Madeline might find something if she keeps with the guards.
She's probably the best to do it anyway.
Well, certainly the most level-headed of all of us. And she knows what she's looking for, so... Well, should we continue our trying to ask around, or go pick some apples?
I'm down for the apples. I mean, hopefully this will not be a hard task. She seemed to kind of downplay it anyway, but if we can just get in, get out, you know, get a nice event going, a nice little party.
It could be a
All
good
these
way to make a friend, or at least not have someone wanting to kill us.
Yeah. It would also be good to have a friend in town. Maybe get some get our what shall we say, reputation to be a little bit better, because now they just think of us as the outsiders. At least we can make a good impression, try to mend what's happened in the last few days. Yeah. Well, let's go out into the hills, I guess.
I'll say that the bartender, the innkeeper gave you a number, like some pounds of apples, 10 pounds.
Well, let's.
I wonder, would there be anyone else that would like these apples? Maybe we should get some extra.
Maybe we could sell them in town. If they're something of a rarity, then they would probably go for a little bit of gold. You could probably make a good pie out of that if it sounds as good as it does. Yep, I think we should go.
Leave for the hills, is that correct? Or any supplies gathering before any questions that I need to answer? I assume no.
I mean, it would not hurt to have a few more healing potions. We're going to be a
Yeah.
person down, just to be sure.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I don't think I have the gold for that, although, it's in the party loot, probably enough for a decent amount.
I know that I've only got like 16 gold, so I'm not buying anything on my own.
Well, most of our gold is in the party loot. along with some gems that we could trade, if need be.
We've got a lot of time. There's no rush.
Yeah, I mean, we did just come into town. There's no, hopefully no threats of a cult, but maybe picking some apples will be a bit of a refreshing activity by comparison to our last few quests, shall we say. Nah, this will just be a T-Rex. Out of game. Nah. Alright, well, I think we should be on our way then. It seems we might as well keep ourselves busy while Madeline is doing her best.
Very well.
Are
We'll
you
find
going
a
to pick up
market.
potions or not?
Yeah, we'll go to a market or a store or something.
Okay. You move to the closest store that you can find. And in there, you will find a human with a long beard, bald in his head, that is mixing some potions in the cauldron as he accepts. Oh, stupid. Oh, I have to try it all over again now. Oh, sorry. I hear someone. He turns back and says to you, "Hello there. Adventurous. Now that is very fine set of people. Welcome to my hut. How can I help you with? I have. Well, what is that you desire?
We were looking for some healing potions.
Oh, are you looking for a little bit of danger? Oh, I can tell that you are headed for the hills then, right? As he looks through his rafters, trying to find some healing potions and stuff.
That is correct. Is it known to be very dangerous?
Well, in recent times, not it is not written in history. There have been some flying predators. We've seen griffons or even the odd wyvern in the past, but now we are not exactly sure what it is. Every now and then, a predator of this sky just makes its nest in these hills, substituting the one threat for the other. Now we are unsure of what the case is, but unsettling reports are never good news. I believe we, well, not we as the town, but Captain Gildrim hired a mercenary group in the past to try and clear out whatever predator it was. They never returned, so
I guess you thought of a nice, easy quest.
Well, we come out of town, grab some apples, then defeat a beast and bring back something to say that what it was, and get some extra gold from the guard captain, I guess, depending on how much. Do you know how much this captain was paying the original mercenary group for? Ah, he seems to be looking for potions. Well,
Just disappeared through the back.
when it went into the back, hopefully no one's robot suddenly picks up a bunch of guards and throws them in the room.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know how long he's gonna be, so I don't want to like leave for 5 minutes, but definitely use a coffee.
Coffee sounds good.
I'll be I'll run. I'll just boil it and then come back and see if he's here. Be right back.
5 minutes then.
Back. Sorry about that. What was the last thing? Hello? Okay. Did everyone went be right back or still here? I see Talius is muted. Nodolas Valen, you there?
All right, I'm back.
Okay. I assume Nodolas and Valen will be rejoining us soon. So, how many potions would you like to buy?
Is that well? I mean, it doesn't really matter if it's in or out of character. How much are they? You single one
50 each.
each. We get 3 then. I feel like 3's a good amount.
And you can buy a more potent one for double the money. A greater healing potion costs 100 gold coins, and it is the 4d4 plus 4.
And the other one is 2d4.
Yes, 2d4 plus
Which would
2.
probably be better to have that.
Yeah.
What do you think, Arth? I don't want to spend all our money without everyone here. Oh yeah, 150. So one regular and then one greater one.
Okay.
Oh, also, in the party loot, we have.
I'm back.
Welcome back. We have 2 potions of healing, but I'm pretty sure. Are they the ones that we've already used? I mean, I know I've used one on Madeline, but I don't know if it's the same group of potions. I presume so, though.
Would not know that. I assume you
I'd
guys
probably
are
just say
keeping
we've
track of
used
this. So.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Malice, Alan, we good with one greater potion and one regular? 150 gold?
That sounds like an alright idea to me.
That 2 again. And
Okay, so you buy the potions for the man in the magical supplies and potion shop. And Hart told me that you were interested in going to talk with the dwarf, Captain Gilgrim. You were discussing about that.
I think that was the plan. I think Naldus was saying something like that.
I think we were just planning on going out to gather the apples and then see if we can deal with that predator and come back.
Yeah, with the captain, see if we can get a reward for also killing the wyvern or wherever it was.
Okay, so I'll assume that you return back. Now that the crowd has dispersed, there are not many people surrounding the library. Still, the dwarf, Captain Gilgrim, is over there in charge of this whole investigation. As you approach back, he spots you. You again. What have you come back here for?
We came back to ask about that beast that has been annoying you up in the hills.
Well, we do not know much about that. Simon said that he was fearful that it might be something bigger than a wyvern, something more dangerous. I know he said that he was planning on tracking the beast down. Maybe he could manage it himself, but that was like a week before. We do not know much about the beast, or beasts in plural. People have said that they have seen different things flying over there. There was a job posted for this job, 200 crowns for the one that brings me the head of the beast, but the one earlier that came asking for Madrigal took the poster with him. I can offer you the same job as well.
I mean, I say we take it. Would you say someone else is also tracking this beast?
I believe.
Go ahead.
I said I think he was talking about Madeline.
No, there was
No.
somebody else that arrived
tracked
earlier
Madeline.
in town. He was
Certainly,
tracking the
exactly.
same tiefling.
You said he. What did he look like?
He was one of the biggest dragonborns I've ever seen. To be fair, I have not seen many, but he was a presence. Let's leave it at that. He was also tracking your friend's sister. I told him the same thing that I told to you.
Oh, a dragonborn. What was he? A silver dragonborn?
Good button.
His color variation wasn't silver-like.
Oh, gold. Gold. He's a gold dragonborn. Well, there's also bronze and brass.
He had some sort of a metallic hue, but his scales looked more to the blue side. Why? Do you know of him? Are you tracking a dragonborn as well?
I high five Talius.
Come on. No, some of the dragons that are silver and gold. Sometimes they have connection to celestial planes, and that would just be great. I'm so excited. Maybe he's a fairy dragonborn. I've never seen one of those.
Well, I don't know much about pixies and creatures of the fae, but he definitely didn't look eerie, ethereal, or beautiful is not a word I would it would describe him.
Well, that's not very nice. I'm sure he's very handsome to his own people.
The Dragonborn sneezes from across the city.
Now, I gotta get back to all this. If you manage to retrieve a trophy from the creature, I will give you the payment, the reward, even without the poster.
All right. That sounds fair. Well, shall we head out? See if we can get to this beast and our apples first.
Seems like it's a battle of speed.
You start running. Well, not running, moving at a fast pace towards the shining hills. As you start, they are not that far off town, so it won't take you much until you get there. But in any case, as you move towards there, you see blood on spots on the ground, yet no creature nor a corpse in the nearby vicinity. You follow on the mountain path, and there you see a corpse of an elf standing in the middle of Nobas Pond, on top of this valley. I'll put you on the map so you can see. There is an elf down on the ground with blood all over his chest.
Elf.
Uh-oh. I start moving in cautiously.
I would probably try to stay aheadish with my shield up, just in case.
Yeah. Some serious deja vu. As well.
Maybe I'll do a perception check to see if there's any nearby caves. Creatures ready to jump out.
I think
As Nautilus, Talus, and Valen approach, Valen, roll me that perception check as well.
7.
Don't you have like advantage on perception checks?
Yeah.
Then you have your extra A.
Sorry, I'll just do a second one for the advantage. Boop.
No worries.
2!
Oh.
Natural
You see
one.
nothing. You look around and see nothing as you move closer to it, and not only you approach the creature. As you do so, an arrow flies and hits the ground in front of you. As you turn to the side and see a hidden humanoid that comes out of its hiding. Your call, give us a description.
Shit.
You see out of the bushes rising up basically a very large dragonite or dragonborn, as most of the people would identify him as. The sheen of his scales glistening blue in the sun. He walks on closer, but showing hand movements, basically fingers in his mouth telling them to basically be quiet as he starts moving forward, and then basically indicating to them to come towards him, and pointing 2 fingers to his eyes. He points up into the sky, basically indicating them to keep their eyes on the sky.
I'm just going to stand exactly where I am and look straight up into the sky. Oh?
Nautilus will probably pull Valen up a bit.
Oof. I'm looking.
Okay.
There's something in the sky.
You stupid!
Well, you told me to look in the sky.
Is he always like this?
I think we're all like this. What is wrong?
Low voice. Low voice.
Alright.
The creature. It's coming around. You almost sprung my trap. It's it's coming. Just hide. Down.
I guess we get down.
Yeah, I guess Nautilus gets down and sort of has his shield like held up above his head. Actually, maybe not, because it's probably reflective, so probably we put it down. I don't want to be trying to flag this thing down with my shiny shield.
I will tell you hint afterwards, but down.
Oh, I'm about to be very. Oh, no, damn it! I have to reload.
But did you see there's a dead body there by your trap? What's the trap?
And what did you think killed it? Shh.
I knew these apples were going to be more complicated.
How do you like them, as you stand over there and you can hear flapping of wings? Not all Astalius and Valen also roll me stealth check.
Oh, I apologize in advance.
Too bad.
Disadvantage. Oh, that's
Ooh.
actually not
Well,
terrible.
guys, very well.
Yeah, maybe you should apologize in advantage more.
Okay, as standing over there, you hear more than just a pair of wings, multiple creatures that start flying towards the corpse. This hidden monstrosity with the head of a stag and colorful wings stands above this half and starts ripping the corpse as it starts feasting upon. Right after, though, another one appears, and this one is headed as it is headed towards the corpse as well. This one immediately spots some people of your group and starts going towards them. And behind them, there is a third one that is still far away in distance. I would like some initiatives. You're not surprised, obviously. And side of Hearth and Nautilus, everybody else is considered hidden. Their passive perception is 15.
Oof.
So wait, they can see me?
They can spot you,
you're
they
good.
can smell you.
Oh, okay.
Initiative. Sorry. Just as a quick note, that is that a half elf or a regular elf? I don't remember. Did we get a description of?
Let's say
Simon?
half elf, why not?
Okay, it's not who
Sure.
we're looking. Well, not who we're looking for.
No,
but
no,
the
no.
person
You're
we're
looking for a human. in
Oh,
general.
human. Okay, I thought it was an elf. All right.
Yeah. I'm missing. Nope, I'm not missing anyone. Jorkul, you're first. As only this Peridon is on the ground, the other two are still flying. Just to make sure.
He draws the two axes and he's like suddenly just shakes his head as he looks at some of them coming towards him as he decides to take the initiative, and he rushes forward, jumping up almost coming sliding through, jumping over rocks as he comes forward, and you just with the swirl of blades before the thing can even notice him, he basically hits right into it.
Okay, make me the attack rolls. Given that your stealth was a 19, you get advantage on the very first one. You were hidden, after all.
That is good. Always liked the fact that I can hand axe something.
15 hits. Ten points of slashing damage.
Then because it's,
as-
yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no. Continue. He has two more attacks, but you can say what. Continue. Sorry.
As you strike against the Periton, your hand doesn't go that deep into the creature, as its hide is very thick, very powerful, resistant to your strike. It has resistance against non-magical weapons.
So sorry,
Still
nothing. So
better.
basically, I did nothing to it.
No, you did damage, but you didn't do much. You did half, pretty much. Resistance.
Ooh. It's like, I knew. You hear him grunt in frustration. I knew I didn't bring the right stuff for this. As he continues swinging for all that it's worth.
While not with advantage, the 20 obviously hits, so roll me the damage on that.
I'll fix that out again.
No
And
worries.
extra 1d8 because that's the lovely thing about a dreaded ambusher.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not a good roll.
Hey guys, I don't think he's very good at this.
I wouldn't say that too loud.
You have at least one more attack, and with a bonus action, you can even do an extra. So
Yeah, basically, yeah, I have one extra attack and then the bonus attack if I wanted, but I will. I could have done. Lovely intelligent. Yes, I just realized that. Hindsight, I'm doing Hunter's Mark now. Doing as he sees the two hits biting into the creature, no effect. He concentrates on his hunter's instinct, marking this thing for death for sure. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark. And then I will attack it again with my, which is the actual second attack.
a 9 will not hit, however. Wow. As Jordan his short strikes once, twice, he gets frustrated as the creature still focuses his senses and tries to swing one last time before the Periton just flaps his wings onto Jorkul's face to avoid the last attack and distract him. Anything else, Jorkul?
Oh no, he just grunts and is like, he seems very displeased about his ambush being messed up, but he just continues swinging. That's me.
Okay, Hearth. That is a hit. Yep. 6 points of damage. Oh yeah, that's 2d10s. Wow, that's super bad. As the Hearth appears out of his hiding spot, sees that this Periton is coming straight towards him, and strikes it once with its firebolt. Anything else, Hearth? The Periton in the back will start diving towards Jorkul, and with its speed, it will come here. That's 55, and will try to hit him with its talons. If it hits, you suffer. With hits, you suffer 8 points of extra damage. As the creature flies towards you and strikes for 15 points of damage, striking at the back of the Dragonborn. The creature then will fly out the rest of its movement further. It does not get an opportunity attack as
Understood.
it flies out of its reach. The other one that just got 2 attacks from Jorkul will make both of its attacks against him. One with its gore, that will not hit, and one with the talons. The talons hit.
Yeah, 16 armor class.
Okay, as it strikes directly on the chest of Jorkul and then starts flying above onto 30 feet on top.
Can I get can I do a reaction attack for that vengeful assault?
Oh, you can do, yes.
Might as
you
well
can
use
do.
it.
Yeah, they do not get an opportunity attack, but you do get reactions. So yeah, have at it.
Vengeance.
Also, roll me 2 Constitution saves for your Hunter's Mark.
Ooh, Constitution saves probably first, eh?
Yes. You give it. You give it.
Concentration,
Yeah,
that sucks.
you do have your. You still have your Hunter's Mark up. So roll me the attack from your vengeful strike.
Nice.
Filled with vengeance. How about it? And give me 2 Hunter's Marks. 6
Nice.
and 5. 21.
High
Wow,
rolls all around.
a lot. To getting signal, he roars and slams the hand axe onto the chest of the Peridon as it will, as said, start flying away. Talius, you're still hidden.
Okay, I guess. How high off the ground are they? Like the one on the top?
This one is 30 feet above ground. This one is 5 feet above the ground. And this one is 10 feet above the ground.
Okay. I guess I'll go for the one that's, in range to hit. Or 5 feet mean like it's in my range still, yeah? Or in my reach?
This one, yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'll how far is that actually? I'll run up 20 feet. Bop. Boom blade. On him.
Go ahead.
Where is it? Bonk. Ooh. 14.
14 hits.
Okay. Damaging. Ooh.
Wow. Like,
Ooh.
wow. Though it is not magical, so the piercing is cut in half. So it's 13 and 7. Okay, so that's still a powerful hit as Talius rushes out of his hiding spot and strikes with his rapier. And as he does so, from the wound of the creature, that it doesn't really hurt it much, magic appears and engulfs the whole creature, surrounding it with energy. If it moves, it will explode.
I'll move back 5. Kind of goading it to move towards me.
Okay. Well, you do not know that, but everything is coming for you now. Valen, your turn.
Well, I'm gonna zap something. I'm gonna zap the very closest one to Talius. For Zapple, 24 to hit. 4 damage.
You get an extra though Sonic Blast.
I
So
know.
roll me the second one.
I'll do that one too. Yeah, for Zapple. 11.
That was a little bit higher on the frequency. So yeah, as you say, you quickly send 2 blasts of energy. One hitting the Peridon on its side, but it doesn't really want it. The other one going amiss.
And I just use
Not
my
a loss.
movement to try to wave up and wave my arms
Mhm.
around and caw.
I don't
Not
know
a
if
lot.
these. If I bet these things aren't probably the predator we're looking for. Probably just some dangers. So I think I'm just gonna give it a give. Let's see. Where's a good one? There's one that's right here. I'm gonna throw a guiding bolt at it.
Okay,
First level.
do that.
I'm stealing your due, Alan. Where's Apple? Oh, would have been a good guiding bolt too.
Yeah,
It
That's
hits.
gimmick infringement.
Oh, it hits.
Yep. As
Alright.
Nautilus manifests energy on his hand and hurls a bolt of energy towards the Peridon. And as it strikes, it blinds briefly the Peridon that flaps its wings around trying to get away from all of that. Anything else, Nautilus?
For my bonus action, I think I've seen that Jorkal's getting hit quite a bit, so I'm probably gonna, I'm gonna, like I said, would I have my shield out already, or no? Well, I guess I would still have to be pulling it out. So
It is inactive. Yeah.
okay. Well, I will just, after sending the guiding bolt out, I'll kind of like pull some energy from that, and then just throw it towards Jorkal, and then I will cast Shield of Faith, and he gets a +2 to his AC.
Okay, so as you draw back some energy from the Periton and point it towards Jorkul, a beam of radiance hits Jorkul and the barrier appears around him to protect him. Anything else, Nautilus?
That is it. I will stay here.
Okay. This Periton now will, as all this happened, spot Stalios. It will start moving around and then diving at him from a little bit more over there. It will try to strike him. So,
Oh god.
a 14 does not hit
That
Stalios,
misses,
correct?
yeah. That misses.
Okay.
It won, I think.
It will
yeah.
try to gore you as well. I believe that hits.
It's correct.
And doing 11 piercing damage, it will try to get away with its flyby, not getting any opportunity attack. Flies up to 15 feet this time. No, wait, it did. Sorry, let me just check. So that was 30, that was 20, 50. It has still 10 more feet, so it's still very close to you. It is within 5 feet on the air. Jorkul, you're next.
He slams the two axes into the ground and pulls the longbow from his back. As he pulls the arrow and he shoots at the one he has just marked, ignoring the very painful scratches and goring that he has just taken, which hopefully some of these people that follow this ambush will soon feel the recurring pain of. So yes. Longbow shot. Ah!
It will not hit. Roll me the second one. That is a hit. And the d6 from Hunter's Mark. That's some bad rolls. As you pick up your longbow, aim towards the creature, you try to strike once. The Periton slides a little bit to the right to avoid the attack, but the second one hits it straight at the back of the creature, at the back. Yet, as it is resistant, the arrow still on it. It doesn't seem to mind it that much.
And then as he fires those two shots, he basically looks back and starts moving backwards, constantly keeping his eye on the creature, trying to load his next arrow.
This is climbing, so you need half your movement to get up there, except if you have Mariner. I don't remember your fighting style.
Oh, is this this is climbing. You said that's climbing
Yes.
area. It's not
Yeah.
considered rough terrain. It's just climbing. Gotcha. Then I will just walk this way to support, you bastards.
As Jordan strikes and gets a little bit room from the creature, Harf, your turn. As you can see, all these Peritons straight have these eyes and their target set on Talios. And 16 hits, and you'd need that advantage. So yeah, which is enough to scorch it down. 18 is all its health right now. And you, with a powerful hit, as the creature is blinded by the radius of Nautilus, you find the perfect opportunity to aim a powerful orb of flame and strike at the creature. And as it throws, it charges winds and drops down onto the ground, slamming against it. This one will, as said earlier, will get a jump directly on Talius. It will fly above him, and as it circles, it will come straight down to him. And again, this is a dive attack, so if the gore hits, you will suffer 3 extra damage. So that's 12. And then just before it leaves your grasp, it will try to hit you with its talons. Does the 15 hit?
I think so. That's my AC, so yeah.
Okay.
Actually, sick.
But this one can't really get away from you. It just flies over there, still nearby to the ground as it tries to go away from you. Challenge, your turn. It is 5 feet above the ground.
Okay. Let me just see. He's up. So the one that's flown away from me, would I have to move to this position to hit him?
Yeah, of course. But
Yeah,
you would take an
yeah,
opportunity attack.
Just making
from
sure,
that,
'cause I wasn't sure
Yeah.
what height and stuff.
Okay.
Okay. I will. 2 regular attacks with my rapier on the one next to me. Oh. 16 hits, yeah. Okay, still yeah, okay. 4 damage for that. Second one. Ooh. Bang, bang. What's that?
10 in total. 2 powerful strikes as Talius with his rapier strikes. 1 strike on the Periton that just targeted it. As the Periton tries to move away, what else do you want to do?
I'm going to back off to this one, action surge, and then booming blade. This one over here.
Okay.
Regular action surge. Pop.
That is a hit.
Perfect. Hit that. Oh, and max damage as well.
So that's 14 from 14 from your piercing damage and 3 from the booming blade.
And then I will jump back. That.
And again, as Talius strikes twice at the first person, he jumps to the other one using his booming blade, striking at the creature. Again, its resistant hide makes it very hard for you to wound it, but an injury is enough for you to send this thunderous energy, this booming field that surrounds the periton and will explode upon movement. Valen.
Also,
Okay.
last thing, just second wind as well, and I'm done for my bonus action. Cool, done.
Groovy. I move along the ridge here that I'm already on. And then for Zapple down on him. For Zapple, 9 to hit. That's now to go. And for 22 to hit. Yeah.
Which one?
6.
This one?
Do the closest one. Swoop.
Oh, okay, which is enough, because Talius just left it with 5 hit points. As as you climb across the surface, you turn back, you send 1 blast of energy, the Periton sidesteps and avoids it, but the second one strikes on its head and breaks its neck, and the creature just comes down crushing.
And I'll finish
Anything
it.
else, Valen? Okay, Nautilus.
I am going to try and Sacred Flame this one. Well, the last one, I guess.
Okay, let me just do a dex save.
Yeah, might as well see what if I think, is that my DC?
It cannot be 9.
Yeah,
so-
this is definitely
Definitely
not
not 9.
Definitely
Can I-
not 9.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. Oh, I was looking at. Looking at the wrong number.
Okay.
I apologize.
No worries.
Come on. Oh, there it goes.
Okay. As Nautilus calls flame, a sacred flame appeared down underneath it, striking towards the, well, not underneath, from above, striking at the Periton, scorching its skin. The Periton will once again go towards Talius, as it will circle around to get some distance from him and then directly come to him.
It gets booming bladed. Yeah, it gets booming bladed because that's the one I booming blade.
Roll me the 2d8s. We will see that now.
Just 10.
It survives.
Damn it.
Barely, but it survives. So, you know what? Since these creatures are quite intelligent, it will start trying to circle around, move towards you, but instead it will just opt to dash away. So this is all
And,
its movement.
And because the Hunter's Mark, I've remembered this thing. If one dies, I can basically bounce it to another one.
Correct. This one is flying away.
I'm bouncing onto that one, so it's like, as all these bodies are dropping down, he basically turns and marks it, but he slowly puts the arrow into the ground and starts taking out, as the thing flies away, and starts taking out a drinking horn as he starts taking out a flask and throwing in some beer into it. Very aware that the thing is flying away, but seemingly not caring.
Okay. As you should, Jorkul, turn to the creature. Hearth, what do you want to do?
Leave it.
Okay, as Jorkul yells, leave it. Hearth stops as he concentrates and keeps an eye on the creature, following with his hand if needed be, but doesn't strike it right now. Talius.
I'm in fight mode, so I guess I'll just start chasing, because I'm just like, what do you mean he's going to get away? And I'm going to double dash sprint after it. Actually, I just get right next to it, I guess. So I'll run the 40 feet towards it. And then I guess I'll hold an action to run after it starts moving, so I can like optimize my movement.
Okay, as you run towards it and stop, seeing when the creature is moving to you see if you can get an advantage on it, a jump on it. Valen.
I just look over my shoulder at Jorkul and say, we can take this thing down. Do you want us to?
There's always more, and we need to find its nest. And he takes a drink from the horn with the bit of foam on top of his lip.
Okay, well, I just sit down.
Nautilus.
I'll basically kind of just, I'll nod and agree with Jorkul, and I'll kind of step out from around here and yell at Talius. Talius, let it be. Our new friend here might be able to track it or something.
I guess I stop then.
Move further up. I assume you let it go.
I wouldn't chase it if I was you, Elf. It enjoys the hearts of your kind.
I removed the initiatives as Jokul, you said those words and keep an eye towards the creature. As you can sense its directions, you know its location. It will be going back to its nest, so you have an idea where the nest exactly is. But the initiatives are off.
I turn to the few around at Valid and the rest and says, "Thank you for trusting me," as he continues to drink out of his horn.
Are we going to track it anytime soon, or are we going to let it go? Because I
It's
think he's
not
getting
gonna
away.
get far. No, it is. It's. And he kind of looks in the air, trying to fake how he explains. It's like, I would find it, but if you chased it, more of its kind would have pounced on you,
I
and you
would've
would
killed
have
more
lost
of
a
them.
heart.
So you clearly have not met me yet. Not many things can take me down.
Except
Probably
for
not.
poisonous arrows.
I still didn't kill me though, did it? And I'm still kicking. I win every time.
You are funny, Subskin. You want to drink?
Very well. I'll go over and I'll take a sip.
Put hair on your chest. It is. I've been following them for a few days. They do not think like we do. They do not. They only go for this. And he points at the chest, and then they leave.
Seem to have a lot of knowledge on these creatures.
I only have know what I see.
You are the Dragonborn that the captain was speaking of, I'm pretty sure. You're looking for a Madrigal, yes?
You know this Fiefling?
We do indeed, actually. It is a friend of ours, her sister. Well, what is she
Sister?
to you?
Nobody. I only
Nothing.
seek her because with the one she walks with.
The one she works with.
Maybe work with. Maybe one she walks with. Another Dragonborn. Ravenite.
You're not planning to kill her now, are you?
Killer? Why would I kill a healer woman?
Well, she seemed to get into a lot of trouble and she has a bounty. Well, not a bounty, but we presume she would with the little scuffle she made back at the town.
I have not been paid to track kill her. I would not kill her. Why would I kill her?
I'm just making sure, my friend. So you're on the same side.
I only need to find her because they visited a place and the person, they have something I need. Cure.
I won't push. Well, how long do we wait until we track this little
I
bird?
think it will be give it enough of a head start. Let me just finish this drink. And he suddenly just downs the rest of the the pint in his drinking horn and then puts it against his side. I just wish to use Amulet of the Drunkard. And then I wish to track. We will start tracking you.
Roll for the hit points.
How long would we have been waiting, actually? Like, would that be a short rest, or like it would only be like 10 minutes?
So far, you have only been waiting for like a couple of minutes.
Oh, okay.
If you want, you can stand around, have a more prolonged conversation and take a short rest. If you need it, it's up to you.
Well, I mean, honestly, it's up to Jorko, because
If you want, he kind of looks at the rest of them and says, "You're tired. It's not been a long day.
Fight's only
She's
begun, my
not-
friend.
It depends. She will not disappear quickly. It will take." He kind of moves his hand and looks at the sun and goes, 2 hours, 2 turns.
If you need to take a break, I'm all for it, but I can keep fighting.
I am fine. The rest of you, pink skin. Points at Valen.
Me? What?
How do you feel?
I feel happy. It's very nice out here. It's good, clean air. As long as nothing's attacking us, it's a pretty nice place to be. Hey, do you live here, or do you just visit here? I mean, I guess you're trying to hunt somebody, so this probably isn't your home. Are you a dragonborn? You look like a dragonborn. Are you a blue dragonborn?
I turn to the rest of them and suddenly go, I think I made a mistake by asking him a question. Did I?
He's a very talkative one, but I wouldn't call it a mistake. Brings a lot of joy to this group. We never got your name, actually.
Darku.
Cool. I'm Dalius. I will leave my friends to introduce themselves as well.
Well met, Delius. You pink skin, who are you?
Is that me? I'm Valen.
Well met, Valen. And you?
I assume he would probably be pointing at someone here. Oh, I am Nautilus.
Ah, you have good color. Good man.
A trend you will certainly be used to among us.
It's a good color. And you, flame hair. Makes sense. Good name. Half and whole. Good. And what is... Yes. You said you had one more? Where is this one? The one you said whose sister I am. Madeline's sister.
Ah yes, Madeline, she's still back at the town. She's helping the guard try and track down her sister.
Ah. Understood. Well, be warned. We shall track. We shall find. But I think these ones were of the males. Male ones. I've yet to see a female.
Are the females stronger, or...?
I do not know. But they like... he points at the half-elf and goes, they like pointy ear hearts.
Oh. That's the second thing we've come across that's going to try and eat me.
You
Well-
might, it's fair warning, you might be too nice.
Too nice to the creatures.
Too nice for them to ignore not eating.
I understand. Well, they can try their best.
Shall we get to tracking that trail?
Yes, of course. You see Jocko go and pick up his axes out of the ground, wipe them all, put it in his bag, and he starts going and starts tracking, looking for blood that's dropping, but also using the internal clock and compass that is the magic that he used to try and find the creature that's flown to its nest.
Okay, you do not need to roll me any check. You immediately know the position of the creature, wherever it is, the directions of it. So as you move forward, navigating the shining fields, you do understand where that name derives from. The only trees that you can find here, that you may find here, do not have many leaves, and the shadow that they cast is barely existent. There are there are a few bushes and anything, but most of it is pretty much these hills reflect the sun as it shines upon them. There barely is a shadow in sight that you could rest or try and get a few breaths around there. It is an exhausting place to be, though it is a very interesting place, so you can stand and look directly towards the sun. As you move further upwards onto those hills, Valen, given that you are the one with the highest passive perception score, yep, that is correct. Valen, you do notice with your hand, basically on the nearby hill, you see a tree, a very big tree with golden leaves that is not only reflecting uh, the sun rays, it is also sends out an illuminating, glimmering shine. You can see golden apples on it, probably indicating that this is the tree that the halfling talked about.
I point in the direction of that, and I say, "Guys, I think I see the tree. It certainly looks like it has fancy apples, and it's interesting looking. We should go to it right now."
Careful. We tracked it here. It must be here. Somewhere.
Jokul, it differs from the location that you know it to be the nest. So you can follow Valen's directions, but it will get you away from where the nest is. You do have, though, an understanding of where the nest would be. So even if you go over there and your 100 marks runs off its course, you still have an idea of where the nest would be. Just saying that it is not on your path.
Gotcha. This is, hey guys, this is. He might attack us at any time, but you said apples? So apples make good cider.
I believe that
We can go if you want. What you say, free drink? Big man, come, we must go. Get apples. Follow. Joggo will start running towards the tree.
You start following Jorg that moves with a heightened pace. Dalius can easily keep up with it, but the rest of you need to hurry to catch up to the dragonborn. As you approach and get closer and closer to the golden tree, you see eagles on top of it, standing there, looking and observing, skirting the area. And on the base of the tree, you see a man holding down a book and saying a few words. You can see him mouthing. You cannot hear from where you stand what he's saying, but he's definitely talking out loud.
Did you say it was eagles on top?
You can see now, yes. There are eagles on top of the tree and also a man reading out scripture from a book towards the tree.
Ooh.
I think you're right. Don't know what. Why? Why?
Does this Could this be the mage we were looking for? The one that had a scuffle with magical?
He's up in the tree, right?
Yep,
Oh, at the base. Okay.
he's at the base of the tree. Pretty much.
Is he still talking? Continuously talking while we're talking as well? Like he's in concentration?
Yep, he seems to be quoting scripture.
Okay. I look. The eagles. They're eagles, right? They're not giant, mutated lizard eagles. They're eagles. Is that correct?
These are basic, your normal eagles. They're not giant eagles or some kind. They're just
Yeah.
standing on the tree and listening.
Okay. I'm gonna call out to them.
Okay, with your
And
bit,
ask them.
bit speech. Go ahead.
And ask them. I'm gonna greet them. Hello. Is this your tree?
The all of the eagles turn towards you. Yet the man doesn't hear you. Doesn't seem to
Yeah,
respond.
I'm just screeching and squawking. So
Okay. The eagles flap around the tree as they squawk towards you. You understand that they are friends of the tree.
I ask if it would be okay if we took some of the apples, but not all of them.
As you ask the eagles, they will reply only if the tree allows you.
Oh. And then I'm going to ask them if they know that thing, indicating the person, the human, using the word for person, not bird, whatever. Do they know that thing that's at the base of the tree? Is it nice?
He's friend of the tree.
Oh, goody. So after squawking and screeching, I turn around to everyone else and goes, apparently, if we want to take the apples, the eagles are okay with it as long as the tree lets us. And apparently, that fellow reading a book over there is a friend with the tree. So we should be friends too.
No? He gets order?
Just wait
Oh,
until
no,
the end of
those
the
are
day.
those are eagles, not otters. Otters live in the water.
He's an odd one, this pink boy. But he talks well. If he speaks with big flaps.
So if you guys don't mind, I'm just gonna walk up and say hello to this fella. I hope I don't bother his concentration.
I'm probably going to try and walk up along with Fallon, because I don't know what's going to go on.
Start being closer to him, and you can hear the man quoting and saying poems. We had a love so pure, you and I. Through time was there no vow between us, but our booze was just a mirage, and for always meant only a flash, and always meant only a minute as I bid you goodbye. You,
So as I walk up, I'm basically trying to be not stealthy. I'm trying to shuffle my feet and occasionally tap my spear on the ground. Just make not a ruckus, not like a obnoxiousness, but just be clear that I'm not trying to hide. I'm making a little bit of noise.
Yet the man doesn't seem to notice you. He cannot hear you.
I start whistling a tune.
As you move a little bit closer, and with your celestial eyes, you can sense that there is magic on the man. There is an enchantment spell on him.
Oh, yeah. Careful, Nautilus. He may be enchanted in some way. Hopefully, he's just reading an enchanting story. Doo doo doo.
I'm worried about the apples then.
I'd be worried about the tree.
Yes.
Remember last time we saw a big giant tree, there were dead bodies hanging from nooses. Jorkle, you missed that.
Oh my god.
You what?
That's a
You are funny.
conversation.
I have seen this before, Pink Man. Bodies from trees, not something I am unfamiliar with.
Yeah,
But
the bodies
that man
attacked
there,
us.
they dead?
Yeah, they
Now
attacked us.
that is different. Usually when we hung bodies from trees, they did not act. Now that man, does he look like? Is he healthy?
Can I? I don't know if this would be perception or a distance medicine. Can I see if he's like, just if there's anything like noticeable about him? Like if he's just like,
Make me a perception check or a medicine check. Up to you. I'm okay with either.
well, I mean, I have equal in both. I mean, there's not really much. I guess I'll do a. I mean, medicine is only really for stabilizing, so I'll do a perception. I guess to make it more sense. I'm looking to see
Okay.
this. So pop.
With a quick look, you see no scars, no wounds, not anything that would indicate that he was beaten, stung, or anything of the like. There are no bruises on his skin, no rashes on his skin, nothing out of the ordinary, except a faint glowing golden color that comes right out of his eyes.
I'm going to. Can I just sort of use thaumaturgy and create a clap of thunder above, just to see? Not like a rumble, I guess, is what the spell.
Okay, you make a powerful sound, and as it thuds, the eagles will fly away briefly. But the man remains still in there, not moving at all, not even noticing what you just did to it.
Talius.
Yes.
Now, I would never ask you to do this without some type of reason. Could you pick up a small rock or something and just throw it at him?
I
don't-
do that. I don't even let him fit. I just pick up the rock and throw it.
Natural 20.
You hit the man with a rock, or where are you pointing it at? Sorry, aiming at.
It'd be like, I wouldn't say like a massive like
Yeah, like on his
head-sized
spot,
rock.
so
Just a small, but
you get
in the
his
back of the
attention.
head.
Yeah, okay. So
wanna kill him.
Talion says on it, and he picks up a stone with his foot. He picks it on with his hand and sends it on the human's head. It strikes, and let me just make sure. No effect, as the man just stands there.
I just really don't want to get close to that tree.
As you do that, though, slowly from the tree, a hand reaches out, picks up the stone, and swiftly after, a humanoid figure covered in branches and tree leaves comes right out of the tree, with golden leaves on its hair and its skin. That is not very polite. You should then strike at my guests, for they are busy. The creature in front of you takes a step and stands, dropping the rock back towards Talion's feet.
I
pulled
meant no harm. It was just, get his attention. He looks a little bit out of it.
Valen stumbles
Yes.
forward like a love-stricken zombie.
Oh,
The man here is keeping company to me. He's quoting poems of love, poems of heartbreak, poems of passion. He's been keeping me company for the past day. I have sheltered him from the predators of the sky. To what do I owe this visit, people? And as he says that, her eyes corner at Hearth as she looks, and with a distrusting tone on the fiery nature of the Genasi.
we are looking for someone. Well, several people as of late. That might be that man you're protecting. Also, well, let's just get onto that first. Can we speak with him?
Oh gosh, yeah, we're just here to we're looking for some of the apples. Hopefully you're okay with that. I talked to the eagles and they said they didn't mind, but they said that the tree might, and I assume that you're the tree. And we're also looking for this person. We think this might be him, but he hasn't really talked to us yet because he's reading his book. And you shouldn't worry about Hearth. I know he's made of fire, but after all, fires come across woodlands and they burn things down, but then out of the ashes that helps other things to grow. It's all part of nature. So he's really part of nature. So you shouldn't bother about him. I know he's kind of scary because he's fire and he can be kind of scary when he gets mad, but he's in a good mood right now. I don't think there's anything to worry about. And
Go ahead, Valen. Finish off.
I
as
would keep
you
on
get a
going
poop
and keep
your
on
head.
going. Somebody's going to interrupt me at some
Yeah,
point.
yeah, not unless that's booked you in the head. Poop!
Oh.
Ouch!
I have not drank this much today. Why do I have hangover?
Valen, perhaps less.
And they're blue, but it's okay. I know that you're green, but they're blue, but it's.
Can you roll me persuasion, Valen?
Sure. I can fail at persuasion as good as anybody.
Well,
20.
You can also succeed. As you
I mean,
say all
you
those
are.
things, her eyes turn away from Hart a second as it is back to you, Valen. She smirks. Wow, you are the talkative one. Perhaps you would be more willing to stay here, keep me company. She turns back and looks at the human in the place. He knows many things. His narration could use some improvement, but he's a very very welcome visitor. You as well are. I can consider you a friendly acquaintance. You seek to speak to this man, but he is now entranced. He's not only keeping company to me, but to my brothers here. And as he says that, he points towards the bushes. Is everything okay with your friend over there? As he spots Hearth with moving away, shaking his head.
Oh, he's just not very talkative, and sometimes he knows that he looks like fire, and he knows that it makes people be wary of him. But he's really, I don't want to say he's a sweet guy, but he's a nice. Well, he's very cordial once you get to know him. He hasn't set anything on fire in a while, has he? Oh boy.
I see. Well, so what you seek is only to speak with his man. Is that correct?
Well, we seek to find out who he is, and we intend to perhaps bring him home.
That would leave me all alone. I can tell you of his name, but I do not wish to forfeit such an interesting company.
Then what is his name?
He is Simon. He is a librarian. He knows a lot about literature, and he has amazing stories to narrate. She pats him on the head. She pats him on the head as he says all that. He makes this day more pleasant the more he stays here. He's very helpful.
Do you keep this tree? I know it is your home. Are you a part of it, a vital part of this tree? Like, or did you make your home in it?
I'm bound by the branches of this tree. I'm one with it. I live in it, and though my life is connected with it, I count it only as my home, a possession of me. I would hate, as he says that, he kind of glares at Hark for a second. I would hate if it were to happen anything to it. But I'm not tethered to it forever.
Well, how about a deal? Maybe we get what we need from Simon here, and since he has come so far to give you company, perhaps we can just bring him back after he's helped us. He seems happy here.
What would I gain in return? It's never a deal if it is only beneficial for one of the parties involved.
Well,
What about getting rid of those bird things?
I suppose that is something I could be interested in. These creatures are not an ally of mine, and they're a scourge to the animals around. If you get rid of the birds, I will let Simon out of my grasp for you to converse with him. But I'm not willing to lose him. How is that about an arrangement?
Does Simon wish to be here? You mentioned he was enchanted.
He is enthralled by the presence of my presence and my brothers. He is happy to be here, though it might seem difficult for others to understand. He is safe here. He found a shelter in here, and I provide him with safety, and he helps me with his company. Valen, you can make an insight check.
Yes,
can
I
I-
can do that.
Isn't that what
Oh, well, I can fail that with 6.
can I also make that, since I've been kind of talking with the?
I was more into the what Valen was saying, but sure, you can make an insight check if you wish
I just
for different stuff. But yeah,
Yeah. Okay, I'll just try. See if it's any better.
You can see that, you can understand at least that she's diverting Valen's question. She doesn't seem to be trying to answer that.
I'll just back up a bit while they're talking and go next to Jorkal. And I guess it'd be hard to whisper, so I'd probably have to like lean up. Do you think if I caused a distraction, could you get the human over there beside the dryad? Could you get him away from the tree?
Why?
Well, we are trying to save this man, and I don't think he is here on his will.
Are we getting paid to do this?
Sorry?
Are we getting paid to do this?
Well, no, but I'm sure that the town would be happy to have their librarian back safe, and if he was in the right of mind, he might give us a reward for saving him.
I do not work with mites. But you buy me 2 beers. I'll do this.
Alright. You have a deal. And
It is a contract then.
yes.
Give me a second, Nautilus. While you say that, I'll give a few minutes to Hartwell and Dalius if they want to be saying something while you're having your own plan being
Well, I'm
schemed.
gonna try to convince this nice lady to let Simon not be enchanted so he can talk to us, and then because he likes to be here so much, he'll just go right back to reading.
The Dry will say, "You seem to want something from me. I also seem to want something from you. I will leave indeed Simon out of my grasp, so you can ask him those questions. But help me with these preying predators." She then turns towards Dalius and says, "After all, your friend is in a very dangerous place for his kind to be in."
This sounds like
Yeah, I
something that we
told
could
you
do.
so.
So I look up to the eagles, and I'm gonna just screech at them, and I'm going to ask them. I'm going to refer to the Paratons in whatever way that I can, and I'm just going to ask them if the eagles know where they are at, how many there may be, if they know anything about those creatures that could be helpful, because we would like to help them by getting rid of those bad creatures.
Just as you say that, the dryad in front of you will turn and not talk, but speak in Sylvan. And the eagles turn towards you, Valen, and reply, "The tree want us to assist you."
So I turn to everyone and say, "Oh, the eagles are going to help us, I think." And then I turn to the lady and I say, "What was that language you just spoke? That sounded so good."
And in the meanwhile, while you're saying that, Nautilus and Jorkul made a weird plan of their own that is gonna pretty much dump all over Valen's plan, from what it seems. But what
I gotta be
were you
nice,
going to do?
no matter what anybody else is doing. I gotta be nice.
I know.
So what I'm gonna do? Well, I'll look at Jorkal and say, make sure you keep an eye on where the human is right now, and then I will, sort of, make a gesture with my hands, and I'll get like I'll bring a hand up and I will cast Fog Cloud over top of the immediate area.
Okay. Out of
Uh,
curiosity, is that your Triton fog cloud or that your Belting Flies fog cloud?
Well, I mean, both work. I guess I might as well use it while I'm out here.
You're
So,
seriously not gonna spit flies onto an apple tree.
yeah, maybe not. Maybe that's a kind of a dick move. I think it's better to do it in dungeon rather than. I'm gonna just do a regular fog cloud and plonk it sort of there-ish. And say out to Jorkol now.
And I want initiatives as you do that, though.
Yes.
So
Oh, that's really good. That'll help protect the tree from the. Hey, wait a minute.
So roll me some
Oh,
initiatives.
darn it!
as
I thought I had my
bust out.
thing. The Pyromaniac. I need to. I guess I'll re-roll the thing here, just because it didn't bring it up. There we go. Can I change that? I guess I can change it to a 14.
So you hear Nautilus going, now! And the fog cloud appears in front of all of you. What do you do, Talius?
What do I do? I guess. Can I try and Can I get Simon away from her in any way? Like, can I don't know if he's not being held by her, but can I like run up and try and grab him and pull him back?
Yeah, of course.
I will do that for my turn. I don't know how far I can get, but I'll drag him away.
Okay, you don't need to make attack. Just your action to grab him, and you can move half your movement with him. So I assume that would be 15 more feet.
Yeah.
As Talius picks Simon and
What?
takes him back, the eagle will just fly right outside the fog cloud and will. I'll say move over here and give the aid action against either Nautilus or Jorkul. I'm gonna do a D2. Nautilus is 1, Jorkul is 2. Seeing that the creature understands that one of them did it. So against Jorkul, and then moves further. Jorkul, if you wish, you can make an opportunity attack against the eagle, but just saying.
Is he doing? Is that damage or what's his damage?
It just comes to your face and flaps its wings towards you, but nothing else. So.
No. He's like, I don't get paid for this, so he's not gonna touch the eagle.
Okay, Simon is still under the whatever effects he will not be taking any action. Jorkul is next.
Sorry, I tried to add myself to the initiative, but it won't do it either time.
Okay, you have an initiative of.
It was a
7,
14.
I'm gonna do it. Oh, okay.
I rolled earlier, but it didn't do
So
it.
you play after Jorkul. I added you. Should be good. Jorkul, go ahead.
Well, what? That was my job. Oh, I run. I have 30 extra feet on first round of combat. I run here, grab a lot of apples.
Okay. I cannot make you an opportunity attack though. From the dry because you are heavily obscured, so I cannot hit you.
I don't even think any of us know what's going on yet.
Two of you made a plan, and the rest were just like,
Okay, so you move over there, and with your action, you pick some apples. So you get some. Anything else?
Well, that's the first birdie. I love the fact that I have all this extra movement. Sneakiness, Yes, and then I will roar. That was 15, 15 back, and 10.
Okay.
That's
Not
25.
less. You move
I'll-
20, so 25 more. Wait, you were here, so 25. You've got 40 feet of movement, correct? So you should be able
That's
to go
correct.
to
So
there.
15.
Yeah.
There you go. Next to the guy that likes, you just see Jorkel run up. He goes into the fog. He comes out carrying a lot of apples, and he passes and he looks at Valen that's still looking at, into the fog, I'm guessing.
Okay. Nautilus.
Alright. I am going to free action at first, say, just yell out, "She was never going to let him leave. Where is this turned to a rescue mission?" And, I will, can't really do much other than try to defend, so I'm going to, I think I might just move back a bit. And I'm my turn.
Okay. Give me a second.
Yeah, you're down. You're there.
Can see.
Oh,
Oh.
Valen. Yeah. Yeah, Valen
Give
should
me a
be.
second. Valen's on the 10, so I'm gonna add him. I didn't see him.
Sorry, I thought I saw myself, but then I guess not.
Strange things happened. As next up is another eagle that will that would this time fly and flap its wings around Nautilus and fly away. You can make opportunity attacks if you wish to the
Cool.
birds.
I'm gonna. I'll give it a swing with my warhammer, and I don't think would I have my shield out from the last altercation, or would I still be?
I don't believe that you would have it all the time until you come to the Golden Dryad. It's quite a walk.
Okay, well I'm just gonna take a two-handed swing at the bird. So.
Okay.
About. Oh come on! Always the two-handed sucking.
Wow. As you strike against the eagle squawks as it tries to get away from you. Valen, you're next.
I yell at, "No! It's just a bird!" And I say, "With you guys, we've got this worked out! Everybody stop!" Stopping my feet. And that's it.
Okay. As next up is the Golden Dryad that will come out of the fog cloud. You dare hit my friends, and she will unleash her magic, doing a very interesting spell. Give me a second.
The return of that gif. Good. Congratulations, you are being rescued. Do not resist. That's a wee bit of.
That is a very big wall of thorns that will block your path now. They will not harm you when they come out, but they are not very. How big can it be? 60 feet long, 10 feet high, and 5 feet thick. Okay. I'm making the wall, so yeah. Give me a second.
This
was
is
gonna
the
say-
part on a live stream where we start monologuing cover up for the DM. Gosh, did you see the wall of thorns? It's coming up. It's like erupting from the ground and growing. It's
Oh, whoa.
whoa, it's crazy.
Seriously?
Wouldn't that just tear apart that bird?
The bird is flying
He's-
up, though.
yeah,
It is
he's
only
flying.
10 feet high.
Oh.
Like, the bird can
Okay.
flap its wings.
It
and
is
come
not
to the wood.
chicken eagle. It is not chicken eagle. It can fly.
And next up is another eagle that will just fly and do the same thing against Talius. Flap its wings on Talius' head. Hearth. Okay.
I think this is the part of the adventure where we all start to realize that we are the bad guys.
That's kind of neutral. The Dryad is also neutral, so like Steve keeping a person hostage, kinda. So it goes both ways, but make me an attack roll, Hearth. It doesn't say much about how much health these wolves have, but I'm gonna roll it myself. It hits, roll me damage. No. Okay, so you strike at the middle and start charring down the wall, but it's still quite dense, quite thick, not allowing the people to come out of it. Talius.
Is this over here? This part over here is like you have to go uphill first and then down, or is it
Yeah,
like
you have to
rock?
climb
Okay.
up first.
Shucks. I really don't know what to do.
Get emeralds!
I guess I'll just keep dragging them back a bit, get like the 10 feet closer to the wall.
As an action, you can take the dodge action. You can.
Yeah, I'll dodge action. 'Cause I don't
Okay, as
really know what to
Talius
do.
goes towards the wall and tries to see left and right, see if there's an opening that he can go through. The eagle up there will again flap its wings against Talius and just fly away. You can again make opportunity attack if you wish. I assume you do not, but let me know if it is otherwise. Jorkun, you're next.
He puts the apples in his bag, looks at the situation, and goes back for seconds. 15 and 15 back. That way.
Picking up more apples, pretty much, right?
Oh yeah, no, there was free beer promised.
Okay,
He's not being paid to kill a dryad. He's not being paid to kill eagles, but he was going to talk about some apples, and there was some beer promised.
As you come out of the fog cloud again with more apples, the dryad turns towards you and looks, "These are mine, not alas."
Well, seeing as how this spell would probably likely fuck up Balin if I tried to use it on the Dryad, I will instead turn and second level Thunder Wave towards the wall. So I just want to try and like that, or that. I want to try and break down some of the wall, just so that we have a way through.
Okay.
So that's a second level Thunder Wave. Pop.
However, from what I read, the Wall of Thorns is not damaged by any kind. I will allow fire because it kind of makes a little bit sense, but any other damage doesn't do anything to it. Give me a second. Yes. As you try to destroy this wall of thorns, the magic is ever present, powerful magic as it keeps growing and growing. And though you break a few twigs, it still keeps its place.
Oh, fantastic. Hoth, you better do a better job at burning that thing down. And then I'll turn back towards... actually, I'll probably just... Actually, I'll free action also turn back to Jorkol. Jorkol, we have to make it back alive with those apples to get that beer.
Torko, here!
Okay, the eagle will just run back away with a dash action, trying to avoid any more hits. Valen.
I'm gonna look at the dryad and ask if there's anything that she can do. I'm gonna literally ask her, is there anything you could do to just stop time and freeze all of this and we could all just talk?
See, make me a persuasion check.
Oh god.
As your action, I assume you can take that, so
Sure.
let's do a persuasion.
I'm just trying to make everybody stop attacking everybody.
Oh, we can all be enchanted, and then I'll have to talk about
Who was the
poetry
one
for
that
the
started
rest of us.
bashing eagles?
I didn't start bashing eagles until one attacked.
Kumbaya, my lord.
You
Kumbaya.
do realize that eagles do have actual attacks, and they did not use them.
It's okay. As Valen comes forward and tries to persuade the Dryad, she turns, looking at Nautilus and Jorkul. Stop them, and I might just spare them. This was not a very successful persuasion. And it is indeed her turn, and seeming that she already has Nautilus halt, she will go through you, Valen. I assume you do not mind her doing that. And she will... You know what? No. Instead of that, she can do something way worse and way better. A reason for plant growth. As she touches the ground and vines and trees appear out of nowhere, sprouting down below you. Now you need 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot you move. Pretty much your movement is cut down in a quarter. As she does, as she uses her magic to do so. The eagle over there will move up into a safe spot. Hearth, your turn. Okay, they are actually not flammable objects, but you do deal damage to them, so let me know the squares that you've damaged. I assume it's those 3. I'm gonna keep a note of that damage. So it is 12 on all those. And 4 on this one. From the firebolt earlier. Okay, as Hearth starts reducing the wall of thorns, but it still has quite a way to go. Anything else, Hearth? Okay, Talis.
Well, I mean, since Valen seems to want to go to talking stage, and I don't know what is going down, I'll just sit holding on to him, not as like a threat, but more as like a defensive kind of stance, and just wait it out, see what happens.
Okay. Eagle is next. We'll do the same thing. Jorkul, you're next.
Is there like actual fire somewhere here, or is it just damage he's doing?
They are not flammable, but they are withering down as Hearth is using his fire. Basically, fire can do damage to them.
He moves to over here, draws his bow, and then goes to the floor and starts taking out his flint kit and putting some straw on top of his arrow. And I think that's all I'm doing.
Okay. Nautilus.
I'm not going to attack. I'm just going to, I guess, I'll dispel my fog, or I'll just stop it. And I'll just look to Valen. A siren's call may be beautiful, but that doesn't mean he wants to be here. And I'll
I
just...
yell back. I had negotiated a release.
For a moment...
And that's when you would have attacked, not before.
Oh, well, that's probably just ruined the...
Oh no! Did you just say that?
No.
Next.
No,
He
Oh, okay.
That's totally what Valen
No.
just said.
That's just that's just
No,
me
okay.
saying in voice.
Okay. Because it was like, oh no.
But Albert goes like, that would just be so bad.
Nautilus, any action or just dodge action for now?
I guess I'll dodge from where I stand. Yeah.
Okay, Valen.
Has anybody actually taken damage?
Nope.
No.
Not from this fight yet. No.
I mean, I know the eagle got smacked.
Yeah. He's pretty bad hurt. He has gone all the way up there.
I know. So I'm actually going to yell, if everyone will just stop. We were having a nice conversation. And I turn to the dryad and I say, and if the eagle will come back, I will heal the eagle. I can do that. And we'll just talk to Simon here and we'll go about our business with our apples too.
I think we must listen to Pink Skin.
She will respond as she will be. No, I cannot do that. No. Cannot do most of the things that she can. As she will turn to Jorgul and Talius, leave them and do not come back. Strikes yeah, that will be her turn, pretty much. As you see, slowly but steadily, the Wall of Thorns will be going away. She will drop concentration at the start of her next turn if you do not, if you move, if you show that you cooperate. Hearth. Okay, roll me the damage, Andre. I'm not gonna make the. Talents. As Hearth continues spawning fires underneath, though it will take some time to destroy that wall.
There's no resistance from Simon. Like he's just chilling. Like he won't like.
He's
walk away from
vibing.
that. Okay,
He
fully
is
vibing.
vibing.
Got it.
Yeah.
He needs a pipe jack.
I guess I'll let go of him and assuming he won't just like walk back to the tree, and I'll just ready an attack action just to see what happens. Just try and stay on the defense.
Okay. Simon will, standing on the ground, he will just start moving very, very slow. Oh, wait. Just a step forward. As he goes towards the Golden Dryad. Jorkul.
He brings up the arrow. He lifts with the flint. He gets a bit of straw that's on the top. He lifts the arrow. He takes aim at the tree and says, "Release us, or I shoot your tree."
Okay. Roll me an intimidation check.
Okay, intimidation check.
Would it be with his
Not
strength?
proficient in it. It's gonna be sucky, but let us see.
Would it be with his strength modifier?
Dexterity. You know what? This is a talkative intimidation, so I'm gonna keep the charisma one. Nautilus next, as Jorkul points towards the tree with his bow, but the Dryad doesn't seem to care much. Nautilus.
I will say, I apologize for striking at your bird, friend. We haven't had the greatest time trusting beings out here. Well, not here specifically, but we were just trying to ensure this man's safety and at least ask him of his will. And I'll do nothing, but I'll still be holding the dodge action.
Okay. Valen, anything that you'd like to be doing while they, your allies seem to go a little bit on the defensive stance, but not attacking currently?
Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna ask for the DM's grace with calculations of distance and height and everything, and let's just assume that this eagle that was wounded is really indeed 60 feet away, and I'm just gonna go ahead and zap out with a 1d6 plus charisma.
Oh, healing. Okay.
Zap!
Zap! I was like, what the
Fried
fuck?
chicken!
Oh, true colors have
Okay.
been shown.
I
Yeah,
mean,
no.
it's only for RP. It's not really much for the healing, sure. As Valen
But
uses his healing magic to mend
it's
them.
more the show of healing magic.
Yeah,
And
I understand.
It would be a 4 plus 3, so 7 plus 7 hit points back to the eagle.
Okay. The Golden Dryad will drop her concentration of the spell and once again say, now, leave. And so what is happening as next up is Hearth. You see as the Dryad drops, the Wolfthorns all vanish immediately as they go back to the ground, and she looks at all of you.
She said, "Leave. Let's leave."
We didn't get to ask him our questions.
That is fair. You be the judge of the DC. Okay, as Hearth starts noticing what's going on, as he sees the wall of thorns disappearing, he contemplates, tries to calculate if he was the one that destroyed it or not. Talius, are you moving or where?
I guess I'll move back to Hearth. How far I can get just beside him.
Okay. To be fair, you only move 15 feet, given that your movement takes 4 times as much, but it doesn't really matter much now.
Okay.
It's mostly RP again. Simon will continue his way towards, and Jorkul, who has the apples, I believe you left them down before or no?
No. Put them in the back. It was he had last time we had arrow notch at the tree. He just uncocks and starts running after hearing her say, "Get out of my place." So, or just get up, right? Leave. So he
Okay, I believe
leaves.
you can do 10 feet of movement with a dash action 20. Should be it, something like that.
I
Given
ignore
that
difficult terrain. Is it difficult terrain or not?
Okay, fair enough. It is not exactly difficult terrain. It is somewhat a little bit different, but I'm okay with that.
Half. Let's say
Yeah,
half. Half.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's do half. So for
As
30
first.
is your full within that.
Yeah. So yeah, let's do dash and then do 30 for dash. Cool. That's me.
Okay, Nautilus.
Urge to thunder, urge to lightning. I'm just gonna follow the group and just try and back up as best I can.
Okay. Valen.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up Simon since nobody else did. Arf. And then I'm just going to say very nice words to the Dryad, and I'm also just going to drop a little quick cantrip of a nice breeze, and then slowly limp away with Simon. That's his name, right, Simon?
Yeah, but she did say to leave everything and go away.
He's not an everything. He's a person.
Oh god, I was gonna get us killed.
I guess we're fighting.
I'm getting confused with the back and forth here.
I mean, and I'm not doing it threatening. I'm like, okay, I'll just pick him up. I'm gonna go away.
Okay. She
That's
will
really what
say
I
again.
understood. I didn't get to.
I'm okay with that. She will she will pretty much just repeat what she said. Leave the man behind and go as she points towards the other. I'm gonna assume I'm gonna just skip to Valen's turn as you are all running away to see if Hearth and Valen. You know what? Let's do the full turn. Why not? Hearth. Give you a chance for everyone to speak up. No.
That's a fireball.
Pretty
it
sure
is.
that's not a success.
Fireball. It is.
That is fireball.
Yep. This is 20 feet that you just did. So you dash forward. Okay, Talius, as you see her running forward.
This is such a mess.
Not meta or anything, but she used a bunch of spell slots.
What do we
She
do?
used her powerful one. That is true.
I guess I'll run up to Hearth and try and stop him from burning down the entire tree.
You all look like drunken people that
Yeah,
are scuffling
honestly.
with yourself.
We are just the worst example of we're not humans, but we're just the worst example of people to visit a dryad ever.
All have different plans all at the same time.
I mean, Nautilus has dealt with at sea. He's dealt with sirens, which is what he is assuming is a similar thing
I'm
here.
I'm just waiting for Talius and Nautilus to start peeing on the tree. No, really, this is how we water things.
As Talius grabs a hearth and probably says a few like, "What are you doing? Come back!"
Yeah, I guess
do-
that's
do-
me. I don't know what else to do.
Jorkul, what do you do?
That mofo probably just keeps walking with the apples.
He turns around slightly, looks, and we're still in difficult terrain, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And this guy's what? This guy's still here.
Yeah.
He looks at Lordelas and says, "I thought you said you were gonna get him." And he turns around and he's like, draws his bows and readies and shoot action. If they're attacking the Dryad, he'll support them.
Not alas.
I will free action look back to Jorkul and I will say, if we survive this, I will get you as much ale as you want in the tavern. We'll make it back.
I'll keep you to it.
Oh god, I shouldn't have done that to a Dragonborn. I'm going to give it all. I don't know what the weather is. Probably not stormy, so I'm just gonna raise up my hammer. Lightning is gonna strike it, and I am gonna no mercy. Call lightning, and I'm going to slam a blast down on top of the Dryad.
Okay. I make a save, right? A dex save.
Yes, and I believe range will not be a problem.
Yep.
And I will, yes, a dex save.
As lightning strikes towards the driver, she sidesteps and makes her hands become even more wood-like to protect herself from getting from suffering this attack. Wow, you almost rolled high damage as well. So that's you didn't use Channel Divinity,
Yeah.
correct?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so that's
And that the extra D10 is wrong. It's counting for a storm going on for some reason. Which it shouldn't be.
Also, that's considered an attack,
Go
is it
ahead.
not?
Yes.
Yes,
Could I-
you can
could
make
I,
your attack. Joke.
Could
Go
I
ahead. Mhm.
grant inspiration to give him advantage to cancel out the advantage, the magic resistance, to make the roll a 12?
Oh, sorry, it doesn't work like that.
I tried.
Inspiration. It's okay. Jorkul, make me your attack with your longbow. I assume you could take you could have taken 5 feet to have a clear line of sight. So 15 will not hit as you send a bow, and after absorbing the lightning, she makes a wooden buckler with her hand and parries your attack. And Nautilus, sorry. Nautilus played Eagles now. This one is not having it, as this one will dash towards the other side. For now, Valen,
Well, crap. So I just saw a lightning bolt come zapper, right?
Yes,
She
very
steps on
zapper.
me, so it's like she like
And-
stepped and looked at it like, oh, that's a lightning
And
bolt.
then an arrow shoot you right into her arm, which is the buckler. So
Mm. This just sucks. Since I've got Simon, I'm just gonna grab him and start walking away. Like I've already got him, so I'm just like walking away, like you stupid.
You cannot move that much though, because this is like
Yeah, it's difficult.
quadruple
I was doing
terrain.
dramatic, so yeah, it's
Yeah,
like I
yeah,
can
I
go
see.
like step,
Yeah.
but I got him, so okay, and that's it.
Okay. The Golden Dryad. How dare you! She will turn towards you. Not less as she will. Try to entangle the both of you. Both you and Jorkul. As she will also take a step forward. She raises her hands and vines come out of the ground. Jorkul and Otherwise make me strength saves.
Alrighty.
ironically, I'm actually quite good at these.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Why did I have to
I
say
believe I
that?
can get all of you that. Huh. Talis and Hearth as well. Everybody on the choo-choo train.
What was it? Entangled DC.
Oh,
what?
not even
A
close.
rule of the Blue Crew: one must fail.
Look at that. Two
Welcome to the
crits.
club.
What was the DC anyway?
17.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah. Great, says Carl, as she unleashes her magic and vines come sprouting to grab all of you. However, only Jorkul and Hearth are grappled by that. And next one is Hearth, yourself. You, go ahead.
Talius. Hot.
Hut, 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 hut.
No, not the tree.
I assume you hit the Dryad as well, right? With the raid. Yeah, okay. What is that roll?
Excuse me?
That's
That's one of the most brutal fireballs I've ever seen.
those are only 4s. If you got full 6,
She makes the save, however, but still, that
Takes
is a
half.
37. Takes half. That's a lot.
the tree is incinerated.
And indeed, it is.
Well, I hope those apples we have are enough.
I went to get some twice, so my bag's quite full.
And yay, I guess. Fire on the tree. Is this the seventh scenes coming? Storm, fire. I don't know what to expect next. As I have to make a concentration check.
I
for
think
the
about now, this
spell.
is where somebody would belch flies. We've got lightning, fire, the plague is coming.
Unfortunately, I can't do the plague while I call lightning.
Just do a quick burp. Just burp 2 or 3 for effect. Come on, man.
Talius, you suffered 2 fire damage as you were grappling Hearth. That is, well, he has flames on him.
Yes, I'll let go. Ugh, it's getting a bit ridiculous. Do I hit her? Do I kill her? Oh god, I guess I'll run up and just start swinging. We're in too deep. I'll regular attacks. Try not to kill her, but take her down anyway. I'll do 2 regular rapier attacks. So 1 and a 2. Of 20 hits.
Let me check both hit.
Grand, okay. Bam. Oh, and also the 2 took off my dueling, so it's an extra 4.
She doesn't have resistance either, so all those 2 strikes go through. I need to make 2 con saves. The second one, though, however, manages to get both Hearth and Jorkul out of her grasp. As Talius, you strike once, she makes that wooden buckler and you cut through it. The second time, she tries to make it reappear, but you strike at her hand. Ah! She drops to the down as twigs are thrown down on the ground after your strike, and her spell just fizzles out. The eagles will run away from the storm, or they're not gonna be standing there. Someone is still entranced in all this, however. Jorkul.
She is.
He is vibing.
She's quite entertaining, I have to say. He's like, oh, that was some sweet dryad ganja he was smoking. He's going to do bonus action Hunter's Mark, and then he's going to shoot her twice. Fools fires. Guessing that's a miss.
That is a miss indeed.
And another miss. My
Jorkul throws very quickly 2 shots against the Dryad, but she reanimates the buckler and protects herself from those attacks. You can also move if you wish. And Nautilus is next.
Okay, I will again slam the lightning down onto the spot right beside her, so I don't hit Talius.
Okay.
And I will just roll the damage again. Papa.
For another 8 points of damage, those lightning comes crashing out again towards her. But she manages to protect herself from that. The eagle up next will get out of the storm. Valen.
Crap.
Agreed.
It's not the blue crew, it's the murder hobos. Bunch of weenies. Talk about me punching a kid, like
Hey, we're this
you
is
encounter a Pikachu, I punch it.
That Pikachu wouldn't be holding a guy hostage. That's the difference.
And there's not much I can do at this point. Gonna put Simon down, kind of just drop him, that kind of free action kind of thing. And I'm gonna look at the tree. It's burning. I don't have any way to stop a tree from burning. That I doubt that Hearth, having critically failed and having fireballs in his eyes, is going to voluntarily put the fire out.
Oh.
So let's just put her out of her misery, or at least try to.
Okay. 16 hits. Oh, right, that's a Shining Bolt. I always remember that it is your blast. As it strikes, as Valen drops Simon down and creates a magical orb on his hand and hurls it toward the Dryad. And as it explodes, it coaches in radiant energies. The Dryad will get a step closer to Hearth and will try to grab him with her vine staff that she creates on her hand and tries to strike him. Does a 13 hit her? You're what? Sorry? Yeah.
Magic.
Yes. She will be suffering the damage from your what's the name? Mantle of Flame, but she will make 2 more strikes. As she strikes once and magic vines appear and grab you, restraining you, she will strike 2 more. Striking again and again. Stop that now! She yells as she sees her tree getting burned. That is a total of 26 plus 9, a lot down. And she will suffer 6 points of fire damage. This eagle will go away. Hearth, your turn.
And she's glowing.
Yes.
No, that's what it was.
Yeah,
it
you've
was
got
guiding
advantage,
bolt.
disadvantage on the range attack, so it's normal attack. The second and the third are with disadvantage, though. The first one has the advantage from the spell. The second and third have disadvantage. All of those hit. Nine. As you pick up your circlet, put it in front of you, and strike her again and again, searing her skin. Damn you, creature of fire and earth! She will yell out towards you, and Dalius, your turn.
Rapier again. Probably no Booming Blade because I don't see her moving anytime soon. Bop. It's 11 hit.
11 does not hit.
Just the regular one then. And the dueling again. Put it on. It's on now. So that's 14 damage.
As Dalius goes behind and strikes at her, the Jorkul.
Let us. Well, that is a big hire. Remind me not to piss you off. He will aim and fire twice at the Dryad, feeling the sorrow in his heart that they didn't come to kill, but such is. No, not really. Yeah. Not sorrow, just grim determinants. and he shoots. But apparently, just to thematically put it as like, he aims the arrows, but he forgot about all the apples in his and the sling bag that he's carrying, and every time he seems like he just got his aim right, one of the two some of the apples move, and it just tosses his aim just slightly off as the two arrows just fly far wide of their mark.
Wow, that is
I like
pretty.
It's
bad
because
roll.
he's holding the bushel of apples. It's messing with him.
Not a less.
Exactly.
I have a no. I guess the storm cloud isn't bringing water down, right? It's just
no,
it's
it
just a-
doesn't extinguish.
yeah. Okay.
It doesn't extinguish the
All right.
magical fire.
How's
believe. Give me a second. I believe. I'm not so sure on that. Check it over the next one. That. Oh no, that's Slit Storm.
Yeah.
Slit Storm does that. Never mind.
well, how's the dryad looking?
She's bloodied.
Ah. Oh, big surprise. Gonna use another lightning bolt, and I will wait to see the results.
What the fuck are you rolling, dude? You're rolling so high today. Did you just hack Jorkul and drone from him? I guess that's the golden group, the golden. Ha! I'm bad now. The blue crew rules. But yeah.
I'm thinking this something like this happened when he's like he made that offer of the beers. He's like basically he's a devil. I sold him my luck without knowing it for beer.
Luck for beer is not a very bad pack that you can make, but in any case, as Dot once again slams, brings down his hammer, another strike of lightning comes and strikes at her.
Can I
Valid.
reaction, please?
Go ahead, sure. Yeah, of course.
I will yell. I know it'd have to be probably a persuasion to get any sort of weight, but I'll just yell out to the dryad. I could put out your tree in an instant. Just let us go.
Valid is next.
I am actually going to hold an action to attack with Shining Blast. But if the Dryad makes any move to attack, but I'm on my turn going to use the bonus action to say, "That's a really good offer. Please take it."
She will, getting struck again and again by the lightning, she will first cast Dispel Magic on the storm. First thing that she'll do is this. As she turns her hand on the air, you think you control these, the skies? This is my home! Your magic fizzles. She turns back and looks at her tree. She then just turns back and leers to the rest of the group. She seems very, very angry, furious with all of you. She doesn't seem much to be listening to logic right now, as her tree is emblazed. Her. Yes, you actually can do that.
Way to get Tarth knocked down next turn.
Scarf just, with both of his hands, he weaves the magic and spreads the flame around the tree. She yells, "No!" Talius.
Is there any more fruit left in the tree, or is it like it's? I know it's on fire, but like.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
I would say no.
Okay. Oh shit! I guess I'll just start hitting her again. It's regular attacks. Pop. This is a 13. Is the 13 hit?
26 hits. The 13 no.
Okay. Let's see. 13 damage.
As she screams no, a stab from behind Stylus pierces through her back. As it turns towards you, tries to swipe at you with a vine staff. You drop down, go again to finish her off. She summons the buckler on her head, parries your attack, but she's barely holding up. Jorkul.
Jorkul looks at the bag on his shoulder and actually puts down the bag of apples as he stands up again, actually properly taking aim. A slight roar in his stomach says, "You die!" As he fires off his arrows, hopefully this time hitting. As he
I knew that was coming. I knew it.
as he fires, the arrow snaps before it leaves the bow, dropping to the floor. He looks at
Hold
the
on,
arrows.
I'm gonna give inspiration to him to see if he can. Can he do that again? Is that an inspiration use?
You can give out your inspiration. So yeah, reroll that Jorkul.
Okay. As the arrow breaks, he pulls another one and he fires.
No. Reroll that because it might be different.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
no, I'm just narratively. And the second one does not do better.
I was just trying to finish this, but wow.
He roars in anger, and
We're gonna have to find a remove curse.
He roars, he roars in anger, and oh man, what is that? The red is bad area, isn't bad juju. Yeah, I can. Yeah, lovely little person that you. So and then I will fire one more. Dice gods, what have I done to deserve this?
Natural.
They have listened to my call and they have graced me with their very few blessings.
Look at the damage. As Jorkul breaks his first arrow, come on! He picks up the second and shoot! The arrow strikes directly at the chest of the Dryad, dropping her on the ground.
Do you want me to add the other 1d6 or not necessary?
No need. No need. She's at 0 hit points as you drop her to the ground.
Sorry, can I
Nautilus.
can
Go
I
ahead.
say as she's falling, I will respond to what she said. If do I control the weather here, and I will look somewhat actually sorrowful, and I will say, unfortunately, I do, and I will cast Sleet Storm, and I will put out the tree.
Okay.
And probably Hearth.
I'm gonna put out Hearth. As Nautilus doses off the fires that have been manifested by Hearth. Valen.
So the fires are out and the tree is still there.
You cannot say for sure, for the area is heavily obscured. If the tree is still intact, I cannot say.
Definitely
For
no
now.
more apples.
Definitely not more apples for now. The Dryad is down. I'm just saying that because you told me that you might want to spare the dying.
yeah.
So that's why I'm asking.
You're gonna have
But this
a bit
is
of trouble.
this is like sleet and snow and just.
You have to probably gather yourself to. I think you have to make a check to move. Yeah.
I mean, and
if you
it's
wanna
well,
move.
I'm not going to get very far because it's
You make
Well,
a
would
deck
it-
save first on your turn.
Well, that's like, I just realized that does it make it like double, triple, hard terrain?
Yeah,
or is it-
basically
is this gonna
not
get
this
rid-
is
moving.
gonna
Nobody's
be
moving.
horrible.
Oh, but,
Huh.
but just curious. But if she's down, is it in the concentration spell?
It is not a concentration spell.
It
Plant
is.
growth has just a
Oh.
duration of. The duration of
Balance
it is 8 hours.
I'm just gonna stand here being depressed. That's it. That's my turn.
a very,
Okay. Given that they are in general in NPCs, I give them only the ability to. They need 3 success to survive or 1 fail to die. Nope.
die.
Dryad is no more.
Dead.
As on later turns, I'm gonna remove initiatives for it is not important
Well,
anymore. Simon
I-
will wake up. Sorry, give me a second, Nautilus, and I'll come to you. Valen, you reach slowly but steadily. You go towards the Dryad, but you just touch void of any life, a twig, and when the sleet storm is over, I assume.
Yeah, I
you will
would
be
drop it.
taking down. Yeah. Oh. Okay. And once the sleep storm is over, you see the. Let's see if I can make the destroyed remnants of a tree and this dryad that has been completely black now. And Simon just wakes up. What is? What? Not unless you wanted to say something, and I'm going straight to Valen right after.
Oh, well, I was. It's just what I said to the dryad as it fell. I was mainly just trying to show her that I was putting out the tree before she died. That's basically it.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. Mm-hmm. The
Yeah.
skills is dead.
Can I make a? She is a creature of the forest. Can I possibly leverage a survival roll to figure out if I know anything about dryads, regards to their life cycle and such?
That would be a nature check.
Nature.
Yes.
And I might as well try.
Okay.
And the minus one, that was the dice gods have returned to my favor, and now I'm cursing.
Out of character, how much do you know about dryads in D&D? Because there's nothing setting specific. If you know all of the lore of them, you can feel free.
The one that I am basically on that I'm curious about is she said there's a connection between her and a tree, and it's probably usually said that the dryad itself cannot be killed unless the tree is destroyed. If their physical form is destroyed, they are reborn in a tree after a certain amount of years. So I'm curious if the tree is still. I want to know. That's the main thing I want to know. Did we actually kill her, or is she going to be reborn in because she has that? That's a half tree, or so to speak.
Give me a second.
That's the whole thing about dryads. Why they why they go extinct, and why they also so crazy about their trees is the fact that it's basically as long as the tree doesn't die, they don't die.
The tree in front of you seems probably destroyed, if not entirely. It's void of any fey magic right now. The dryad, I can say with your nature check, you do know that dryads, as long as the tree survives, they are not immortal. However, they remain youthful and alluring. They do have their powers, but they still can be destroyed as long as the tree is still up. So even if the tree
Ah.
is still it still has life in it, this dryad will not be coming back.
Yeah. This one, Jocko just steps forward, picks up the bag over his shoulders, looks at the scene unfolding, waits to see what happens.
Well, Simon now turns to this man, this young and pretty handsome lad for his age and factor. He tells me, what just happened? The lady of the tree. Who are you people?
I mean, Tal's just staring in kind of shock, like, what the fuck just happened?
Anyone? What? He turns towards Valen. Human. What is going on?
You were enchanted, and the dryad attacked, and she got attacked back, and now you're free, and that's good because you were under a spell.
Give me a perception check.
Okie dokie. Persuade. 18.
I see. He looks at the tree, the lady of this tree. I remember, young, beautiful. I don't remember what was going on. An enchantment, he said. I got this terrible headache. I can only assume your words are true.
They are. We can talk more about the details back in town, but it's very sad. And Hearth, you're beat up.
She sheltered me from the scourge of the skies. I guess I just wish you did the right thing. Thanks for helping me. I just hope it would be a little bit different. Thanks.
And even through the because the plant growth doesn't change just because she's dead, right? It's the plants are grown. This whole area is overgrown.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take what's remaining of her charred, blasted, hacked up body and put it at the base of the tree.
I would probably walk back to Jorkol for a moment and say, Jorkol, could I have 2 of those apples?
Yeah. You think she deserves to die, to be buried with her children. He takes out 2 apples out of the bag and he gives it to him.
And I would probably go up to where Valen was and and I will plant the apples. I guess planting them right beside the other tree wouldn't be
Wise.
So I'd probably plant them at a distance away so that they could grow, but just like enough to it's not like too far away from the original.
I see. So what are you guys doing here? How long have I been missing? Did you come to rescue me or? Imagine just waking up, trying to talk to people, and everybody's like, "Give me a moment," and you have no idea what's going on, and everybody's like, "Don't talk to me, okay?" I find that pretty funny.
Everyone's in their own version of PTSD at the moment.
Except except Jorkle, because Jorkle's like, been here, done that, got the T-shirt.
Simon would just wait for all of you to tend to your own business before he inquires further.
I would probably move back towards Simon and say, yes, we were trying to find you because something happened in town. I'm not sure if you were here because of it, but you were missing for a few days. And we were trying to find out where you went.
I said I wanted to investigate what kind of predators were on this on the hills. What creature was taking a nest in this place? So I would ask for support for some troops from southern, from Angel's. Maybe the Red Knights could help us if they had more information on what's going on.
I don't suppose this dryad is that.
No, flying creatures, peritons, I believe they are called, and they're many. There must be a very there not only must be many, but there must be a female among them, a large one.
See, I told you.
Yes. Well. Also, there is a second part. We are looking for a tiefling. I believe you had an altercation with one earlier.
I believe I do understand for what incident you speak of. I'm sure there is not really much into it. We just we argued a little bit about something about magic, something about the origins of her magic, and one thing led to another. She threw a temper at me. Really, I don't believe there's much into it.
Well, there is a second part that we might need you to sit down for. I know it's a lot coming out of what you just did, but it would probably be best for you to know. It appears that your library burnt down. We thought that you went missing in lieu of that. Or at least that's what was initially thought.
Oh my. Do you know who did that?
We don't know exactly yet, but we're trying to find out.
Is this related to the Tiffin?
We hope it not, but we can't deny any possibility.
I'll tell you what why we argued about. She was looking about some books. She was looking for some information. Its origins were fiendish, and I told her I have none of them, but I wanted to help her, so I asked more and more. Once I got we went out for a drink to talk about that. I don't know what set her off, but when I was speaking about these spells, conjuration magic, and summoning creatures for the lower planes, I was quite adamant that it is not a path that anybody wants to follow, or it is not worth the risk. It really hit a rough spot for her. She was quite, I can't say sensitive, but easily angered by the subject.
I see. And is that everything you know? Do you remember? Do you remember if where she might have stormed off to? Did you get any information where she might be staying otherwise?
Well, I told you about some of my books that I've had in the library that speak of certain rituals. They do not show the ways, but speak of some ways how to approach. And if she was the one that did this to my place, one would assume that she would be looking to move westward to the town of Angelstown.
Right. Okay.
There is a Red Knight station in this town. They have an archive of books of vile origins. This is what I have written down in one of my books. I assume if she is the one related to this incident, then this is probably what has been taken from me.
Ah, okay. Well, thank you for the information, and we apologize for the. If you had any interest with this dryad other than your studies.
We were saying that I didn't get a chance to actually meet her. I could have written down many things about her. However, I'm happy that I do have my mind intact. I've heard tales of how nymphs of the forest and dragons play with people's minds for a longer amount of time. They take pity on them at some point and let them free of their spell, but I would not like to be one of them. She protect me from those creatures, and I'm grateful for that. But I'm thankful to you that you saved me.
All right. Well, we should get you back to town and inform our other companion of our findings. I don't know what our state is right now, but we might not be in a good enough one to go out and find the lair of these other beasts. What do you think, Talius?
Well, I mean, it would not hurt to look. Just a little bit weird at the moment. That was a strange fight.
Yes, that's... I didn't want to harm the Dryad, but she was making it impossible. We wouldn't be able to have gotten Simon away without conflict, and...
You're probably right. No point in
I-
dwelling on the past.
Alright, well... We should probably go check on Hearth. He seemed a bit mildly shook up on what happened.
I think we should all go, yes.
Valen, are you okay over there?
I'll be fine.
We are
This-
going... Sorry.
This is sad.
Yes, Valen, I agree. It wasn't the outcome we probably all would have liked, but when you're trying to save lives, unfortunately, sometimes we don't have a choice. I learned that a long time ago. And I will start walking towards where Hearth was. Probably very slowly.
We are not going hunting. We go back.
We at least need to get our friend healed up. He's, it looks like his head's about to fall off his body.
Make it odd, but I see it. But I see
Out of character, I think you released the hunter's mark.
Yeah, I know the general location where it is anyway, so we can come back here. I can't really get lost, and I can get everybody there, so shouldn't be an issue. I'm just not gonna have the exact location, so they might able to ambush us, but out of character. But generally speaking, Jarkor would be like all good with returning to cities. Like, yes.
But we can come back. We certainly those, those things that we fought earlier. They're probably going to come back, and they're probably going to still be causing problems. So it's still something that needs to be taken care of, just with our full capabilities. We've got a friend back in town.
I hear you, pink one. Velen, yes, Velen. I hear you, but it's good, yes, because I need to. And he takes his weapons and he looks at a few of the arrows that broken in his axe and he goes, I need to make sure my weapons are sharp. Yes, I will take us home. Quick, yes. Follow me.
Out of character question. If you want, you can go back to town and come back to the creature. However, the fight with the creature is not a very fast one, not a very brief one, so it might take a bit longer. I do not mind much extending, but I need to ask if everyone is okay with it. Or if you want, we can just say that you know what creatures are there. Simon knows as well. He can call for reinforcements, and they deal with that. So we start with next session with Madeline and going forward. I leave it up to you how you want to play it. I'm just giving you all the information because I don't know if someone is time sensitive or anything right now.
I would say if it's a plot point, then of course we should go through it. If it's a thing that happens, then yeah.
It's an encounter, pretty much. It's a cool encounter in terms of a fight, but not much other than that.
I think the only real reason that we could stop early would be to that we go back to town, return the apples, return Simon, and then we could bring Madeline out because we have a sufficient amount of information now.
Or that you can go for that. I'm okay with that. I'm just giving you all the information so we don't commit to a choice and it's not the one that we want to.
I think from an in-character's perspective, it would make sense for us to go back and stock up and heal up a bit, and then come back out. We could probably RP a bit in the town and probably see if we maybe can find something, because I'm sure Jarkle noticed that, and some of you probably noticed that our weapons weren't that effective against these creatures.
Yeah. Well, we probably can. Maybe we can talk to some magically magically sound people in town and see if we can work something out.
That sounds like a plan. And we'll see if we can find some equipment and kits, maybe. Yes.
I'd say maybe end off the session on some town stuff, like RP a bit of
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so next time we will grab Madeline and come back here to finish out the job. But for now, let's go back to this, to the town, as you return back with a fine amount of apples on your possession, enough to complete the quest reward, to be awarded the quest reward from the innkeeper, the halfling innkeeper. And as you return back, Simon will be well received and welcomed back into the town. The people, many of them will jump to hug him and express how worried they were for his disappearance and stuff like that. As you return back to town, what would you like to be doing?
I think Nautilus would probably be trying to. His hammer's good, but he's been thinking about seeing if he could get anything to improve on it. So I think I'm gonna try and go look for something to. I don't know if it'd be like anybody who can enchant or someone who could point me in the direction of someone who could.
There is a blacksmith in here that can at least silver your weapon, but that's the best that he can do. With 100 gold coins, you can silver a weapon and ignore some critical resistance.
That magical, technically, or
no, a silvered weapon is not magical. Like magical weapons, since this is a low magic setting, you will not find an easy way, except especially in a town as this. This is a village.
Yeah. Hey, you, blue boy. Sorry, you, Nautilus, blue man.
Yes.
We must silver good. Might find. You owe me 2 beer.
Yes, I will be sure to get you some ale.
I stick with you until you give me 2 beer. This was contract between you and me. But I think we might work is what do they call them? Old lady, and he kind of makes a movement like taking a rag and wiping it over an axe blade. Use poison. Yes, poison.
Maybe. We could visit the blacksmith and see what can be done to our weapons to maybe give us a little bit of an edge on some monsters.
Aye.
Out of game question. Would Nautilus know anything about some of the like some materials like in the world? Like there's one I saw that I'm particularly interested in, but I'm not sure if he would have known about it or heard of it.
Which one?
Stormfrax. That's basically
yeah, pretty much exotic material as well.
I don't know if he would have heard of
Obviously,
that.
You will not be able to find it in that town. I'm gonna think about if he can have a destination in mind or something like that. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. I was just thinking because he's sort of focused on lightning. I think he would probably want to search for something to give that his hammer that sort of a
I
quality.
understand. In the meanwhile, you can visit the blacksmith, and indeed, with 100 gold coins, you can silver your weapons, or five pieces of ammunition if you need to do it on arrows or anything. As far as poisons go, Jorkul, you will not be able to find any poison in this land. In general, in this kingdom, it is not only frowned upon. This is a kingdom of the sun, of light, glory, life, and all that. You will not find poison. However, you can buy a poisoner's kit and buy the resources, but you will have to craft your own poisons, which requires a
just
tech.
Jarkul. No. Jarkul knew that it wasn't expect, but those that things that heal, too much kill. Yes, but yes, no, definitely a poisonous kill if possible. And just for us out of character, what is the mechanical effect of silver weapons?
Silver weapons ignore resistance to some creatures. So, for example, if I remember correctly, all devils have resistance to non-silvered weapons, some undead, lycanthropes, some other creatures as well. Some creatures have resistance to damage from weapons, but silver is enough sometimes to ignore that resistance.
And this guy's he's not gonna do the silvers, but he'll try and spend some money on a poisonous kit and some equipment if possible.
If I remember correctly, Poisoner's Kit is worth 50 gold. Yes, Poisoner's Kit is worth 50 gold.
And you say I could possibly get the ingredients, which would cost around about, say, 50.
No. Then it is the difference between crafting a poison and buying it is pretty much half price. You can craft a poison by buying the ingredients at half price. However, there is a chance that you fail the save and pretty much destroy or ruin the regions. We can make those rolls in between the weeks if you wish to, but that's pretty much how crafting and harvesting poison works.
Thank you, Duncan.
I don't know if I can silver a weapon, or if I'm going to, but I don't know. Is plus wanting a weapon, is that something more magical related?
Enchanted, yeah.
Yeah.
It is to enchant a weapon.
I mean, it would be good against good to have a silvered weapon, but does it I don't assume it doesn't like wear off at all. It's just a silver weapon from then on.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Okay. I don't have the gold, but I can would he accept a trade of a gem?
Of course.
Okay, so I don't remember. I should have marked these off. I think I left some gems. No, maybe I didn't. I think I used all the gems to either be rings or be... Yeah. I don't think any of the rings I have, or the gems in the party loot, are not attached to a ring.
Oh yeah, they were from from the rings that you made.
Yeah.
Just remove them from over there.
Yeah.
But you do have some gold. Feel free to do that in the meantime. Anything else that should be aware of, from aside from silvering weapons?
I don't know myself.
Going back to the innkeeper, you will also be awarded 100 gold coins for picking up these apples that he asked you, though he will sense that you're a little bit down and depressed and you do want to avoid talking about how you got those apples in general. He will acknowledge that and just stand back and tell you that you're always welcome to try his cider when you get the chance to relax.
Yes. Well, what else? I guess was the library that Simon had the only library in town.
Yes, it is a village
Of
after
course.
all.
Darn it. I guess otherwise, like if we would be kind of skipping to a rest, I think Nautilus would still be would try to make another attempt at that course plotting he was doing earlier, like trying to find out where everyone's path could lead. Mostly focusing on Talius, like where he saw his master, like where he like in his dream state. I mean, or the
Pool thing.
scry. I just
Oh,
wanted to try and map the areas.
Yeah, I think it was like a frozen
Yeah,
Um,
frost, snowy,
mountain.
mountainous.
Okay, so you use which spell are you using?
No, I like to try and do it with my navigator's tools. Like I'd like to get a map out and try and
Okay, I see.
plot try and what snowy areas are on the map and
Okay, so you pretty much continue that on your own, Elisa. You can make me another navigator's tools check
alrighty, navigator's tools.
using intelligence.
Yeah, okay. Is navigator's tools an intelligence tool?
Depends on the activity that you wish to do.
Yeah.
The
You need it now
context.
from memory, pretty much.
Yep. Okay. All right. Where is it? Okay. So intelligence, proficiency. I'm going to use my inspiration on it.
You can roll and then decide if you wish to use it.
I guess so. I will use inspiration. I just wanted to
Okay.
do it because I have to keep clicking a whole bunch of things again. I just wanted to save my soul. I'll roll intelligence, proficient, and no advantage. Well, I just rolling again.
Wow.
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 Not today.
Damn, dude. Ouch.
Vaguely remembering where the landscape where you saw Talis Master, you continue on your research, try to corner down, and only crossing off your list a few places from these areas that you looking for. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. And I believe I'm gonna call the session here.